A former Texas Tech dean and SGA vice president have filed a formal complaint against the university. We'll have all those details coming up.
October is GLBTQ and Allies Awareness Month. Find out how several groups on campus are helping to spread the word next.
And many students enjoyed a special time with loved ones on campus last week. We'll have a look back at Texas Tech's Family Weekend festivities.
This is the MCTV Weekday Update.
Welcome to this Monday's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update. I'm Laura Duclos.
And I'm Nick Hay. Last November, the Rawls College of Business experienced a change in leadership following the resignation of former Dean Lance Nail. Nail stepped down after a report was released detailing academic misconduct allegations committed by Nail in the spring of 2015.
Almost 1 year later, Nail has filed a formal complaint against the university for what he describes as abuse and manipulation of EEO and Title IX regulations. The complaint also includes allegations relating to former Student Government Association graduate Vice President Saba Nafis. In an email addressed to Nail's friends and co-workers, the former dean explains the details of he and Nafis's complaints. Nail says that verbal agreements between himself, Nafis, and university leadership were breached by the university earlier this year. Nail states that the verbal agreements included in an independent outside review of last year's report and a new leadership role for him at the TTU Innovation Hub. Nail claims that the external review was halted and that a leadership role at the Innovation Hub was not offered following the appointment of Dr. Lawrence Skubanek at the role of full-time president of the university. Nafis's allegations revolve around complaints of discrimination against grad school dean Mark Sheridan. Nafis claims that while serving as SGA graduate VP, she was told to learn her place by Sheridan during a meeting discussing grad school projects and concerns from students. Sheridan allegedly pointed his finger in Nafis's face until she verbally stated that he was solely in charge of graduate-related matters. Following Nafis's confrontation with Sheridan, she was removed from a committee that was investigating grade changes made by Nail in the spring of 2015. Nafis's complaint also states that she failed to receive financial assistance after reporting the alleged discrimination to Tech's EEO officer Charlotte Bingham. Nail submitted complaints on behalf of himself and Nafis to the Office of Civil Rights last week. So far, there has been no official response from the university. At this time, Nail still serves as professor of finance in the Rawls College of Business. Nafis completed her term as SGA graduate vice president in May of 2016. She currently serves as a graduate teaching assistant in the Department of Math and Statistics.
October is GLBTQ Awareness Month. Throughout the month, events and celebrations will be taking place across the country to observe and celebrate the history of gay rights. And here on the Tech campus, you can take part in the week-long set of events to help bring awareness to the cause. This morning in the Free Speech area, the TTU Gay Straight Alliance held the Pride Week kickoff event. The event offered an opportunity to meet members from organizations helping to host various activities and events happening throughout the week. This week's events offer opportunities for students to learn more about the LGBTQ community.
So Pride Week is hosted, of course, from Monday to all the way till Saturday. It's a hosted event starting with here, our table. We're just handing out flyers and information just for today. And on Wednesday, we're going to have a poet come by to talk about LGBT struggles, and ending it off on Saturday with a candlelight vigil for LGBT members.
Organizations involved with the Pride Week include the Gay Straight Alliance, Tech's Women's Studies Program, FMLA, and the Office of Risk Intervention and Safety Education. If you missed out on today's event, there are plenty of opportunities to get involved this week. For a full list of events and activities, visit the website listed on your screen.
Starting last Thursday, Texas Tech held their annual Family Weekend festivities. The events officially kicked off on Thursday night with the Red Raiders versus Kansas football game, and the weekend wrapped up on Saturday with a special 60th anniversary celebration of the event. On Friday, students and their families could participate in several events around campus, including a special author reading and book signing in the Sub. Author Tiffany Roberts-Christenek made an appearance at the Sub Barnes & Noble at 3 p.m. Christenek is the author of Good Night Red Raiders and an alumni of the Department of Animal Science. Christenek offered signed copies of the book and also gave a special reading during her appearance. And on Saturday, students and their loved ones had a chance to eat food, have some fun, and meet some Texas Tech celebrities during the Family Weekend picnic in the park. The event was held in Urbanovsky Park and featured burgers and hot dogs, free activities such as photo booths, sand volleyball and a balloon artist, and appearances by the Masked Rider, Raider Red, and Tech women's soccer and volleyball teams. The picnic in the park, along with all of the Family Weekend activities, was organized by the Office of Parent and Family Relations. Speaking of family weekend, visitors to campus really lucked out with some great weather this past Friday through Sunday. Temperatures stayed around the mid-80s and we saw sunny skies for all of those 3 days.
That's right, Laura. Even though fall is officially here, you wouldn't know by the nice weather we've had lately. And it looks like things won't be changing soon. Let's take a look at the MCTV forecast. The MCTV tower cam is showing a few more clouds than we saw this weekend, but so far temperatures have still been warm. Tomorrow we'll see temperatures in the mid-80s again, and skies will be clear. Overnight lows will dip into the lower 50s, but temperatures will rebound by Wednesday afternoon. Wednesday's high could get up to nearly 90, and we'll see breezy winds up to 25 miles per hour. Thursday, temperatures will again hover in the 80s with the sunny skies. Overnight lows on Wednesday and Thursday will be in the upper 50s and lower 60s. Looking ahead, some big changes are headed to the area late in the week with a chance of showers over the weekend. The Red Raider football team kicked off the conference season last week against the Kansas Jayhawks. For only the second time in 20 years, the campus hosted a Thursday football game that had the whole nation tuning in to the contest at the Jones.
Yeah, Nick, you're right. It was a big game for Texas Tech as they set the stage for what's to come during Big 12 conference play. Although there were a few rough moments, the Red Raiders put the Jayhawks away 55-19. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes racked up 277 yards and 4 touchdowns before an injury sent him to the locker room in the third quarter. Backup quarterback Nick Shimonek stepped up following Mahomes' exit, throwing for 271 yards and 4 touchdowns of his own. Combined, Shimonek and Mahomes accounted for the 548 of the Red Raiders' 621 total yards of offense. On the receiving end, sophomore Jonathan Giles had 12 catches for 219 yards and 2 touchdowns. On Friday, several sources close to the team reported that Mahomes suffered an AC joint sprain in the shoulder of his throwing arm. Although the injury isn't as serious as originally speculated, he could be out several weeks for his recovery. Mahomes' injury comes at a tough time as the Red Raiders head into the heart of their conference schedule. Tech heads north to Manhattan, Kansas this weekend for their second road game of the year against the Kansas State Wildcats. Kickoff for the game is scheduled for 6 p.m. and you can catch it on ESPNU.
Football isn't the only thing on the schedule this week. There's lots happening around campus as well. Let's take a look at the MCTV events calendar. Tonight, head over to the Hemley Recital Hall and catch the fall edition of the Jazz Ensemble's 1 and 2 concert. The concert will feature big band and small combo performances with directors Ben Hogland and Stephen Jones at the helm. The Jazz Ensemble's concert starts tonight at 7:30 p.m. and it's free and open to the public.
If you're having trouble deciding who to cast your vote for in the upcoming presidential election, a few groups on campus are hoping to help you sort through the facts. Tomorrow night, TAB is hosting debate night in the Sub Ballroom at 7 p.m. The event will have members from the Young Republicans and Tech Democrats on hand to answer questions and help you decide on how to vote. Local representatives of each political party will also be on hand to give you their take on the candidates. Debate night is free and open to any student with their Texas Tech ID.
And on Wednesday, you can hear from some very personal and inspiring accounts from fellow students who decided to face their fears and be themselves. Coming Out Stories is an event hosted by the Gay Straight Alliance that allows students to talk about their experience of going public and telling others they are gay. The event will take place from 7 to 9 p.m. in the Holden Hall Room 38. Anyone interested is invited to attend Coming Out Stories as part of Texas Tech's Pride Week festivities. So Laura, are you planning on attending any of the events this week?
You know what? If I get a chance to go out there, I definitely will, but unfortunately I have a lot of homework that I need to catch up on.
I've got a little bit going on as well, but I'll definitely check it out if I can. That's all for today's edition of the MCTV Weekday Update.
Thank you so much for joining us, and be sure to check out ttuhub.net every day for more news, and we'll see you on Thursday.